Hi gang, this is CJ aka Humpy Fan, and I'm fulfilling a lot of your requests to go through the PARROT catalog of Engelbert Humperdinck. This spans from 1967 through to 1975, and this is my collection of just the PARROT recordings right now. We'll go on to the others in another video. Most of these here I'm going to show you are factory sealed. They've never been opened. Of course, I've got multiple copies of each LP and single for play, but these are my mint copies, and I thought I'd share them all with you. Starting, of course, with the classic Release Me. Now, my arm doesn't reach that long, so I'm going to try to show it as well as possible with the handheld here. But this is, of course, his first album, Release Me, and it contains two singles. And the two singles, of course, are Release Me, backed with 10 guitars, which was also recorded by Tom Jones and written by Gordon Mills, their manager. And the second single, of course, is There Goes My Everything, backed with the non-LP song You Love, which I already posted on my channel, but this song never appeared on any album. His second album, of course, is the classic The Last Waltz, on PARROT from 1967, and this includes two singles. The singles, of course, being the title song The Last Waltz with his first picture sleeve, and this has got the B-side That Promise, which is also a non-LP single, which I've also posted. And his second single off the album with a picture sleeve is Am I Easy to Forget, with another non-LP B-side, Pretty Ribbon. Now, his third album on PARROT, of course, is the multi-platinum Man Without Love. This is one of his biggest sellers, and well, they all are, but this seems to be one of his most popular. And this one, ironically, only contained one single, and of course, that was the single itself, A Man Without Love, backed with the song Call on Me. Both these songs appear on that album. His fourth album is my personal favorite, Engelbert. This album includes my all-time favorite song, The Way It Used to Be, and my second favorite song, Les Bicyclettes de Versailles. And of course, here are the two singles with the picture sleeves, Les Bicyclettes, backed with another non-LP song, Three Little Words, and of course, the beautiful Way It Used to Be, backed with A Good Thing Going, which does appear on the album, and it was also written by Engelbert. Now, not all of his singles came with picture sleeves. I have all the picture sleeves. So if you see a single here that doesn't have a picture sleeve, it didn't come with one. Okay? His fifth album is Engelbert Humperdinck, and the logo here is taken from his television show. If some of you are old enough to remember his television show, I was just a small boy at the time, but I do remember it. And this LP has two singles that were monster hits for him. Of course, the first one being I'm a Better Man, back with Cafe. And the second one, Winter World of Love, back with Take My Heart, which is from the Release Me album. Now, his sixth album is kind of weird because it doesn't have any singles on it. It's the We Made It Happen album, and Paul Anka wrote the title track. There was a single that was released at the same time. Why it didn't appear on the LP, I don't know. But here's the single, of course, and it's My Marie, backed with our song, aka La Paloma. And this is a favorite of fans, and I don't understand why this single never made the album. Anyway, this is the only way you can get those songs, is on this album, or on this single, or some obscure album, or an old collection of CDs. It has appeared on CDs, but it's never appeared on the PARROT LP. His seventh album is also one of my favorites. It's the Sweetheart album. Of course, Sweetheart being written by Barry and Maurice Gibb of the Bee Gees. And this LP includes two singles. Of course, we have Sweetheart, backed with the non-LP Born to Be Wanted, which Engelbert also wrote. And of course, When There's No You. Now, this is a very hard picture sleeve to find. For some reason, It was issued with a picture sleeve, but this picture sleeve is not too common. And the B-side to this is another non-LP single called Stranger Stepped Into My World. Now, all of these non-LP singles I have posted, so you can check them out on my channel. The next one is actually the album that's playing right now. Another copy, of course. This one's sealed. And this is Another Time, Another Place. And this is more of his countrified album from 1971. And this only had one single off of it, of course, the title track, Another Time, Another Place. The next one is his only live album for PARROT, and it was Engelbert live in SRO at the Riviera Hotel here in Las Vegas. And this is a great album. The only thing I don't like about this album is the fidelity is very poor. The quality of the album, I've never found a nice... It doesn't seem to have any bottom to it. It's very thin sounding. But of course the performance is flawless. And one of the highlights of this album is something that I've also already posted on my channel. He spoofs Tom Jones with the song Delilah. So if you haven't heard that, you got to check it out. And the next album actually has 3 singles off of it. And this album came out in 1972. And the artwork at this time, all 3, Tom Jones, Engelbert, and Gilbert O'Sullivan, all 3 of their albums had the artwork done by the same artist on the front covers. This being In Time, and then Tom's was The Body and Soul of Tom Jones, and Gilbert O'Sullivan's was I'm a Writer, Not a Fighter. And the artist did all the artwork for all 3 of Gordon Mills' performers. And the 3 singles off of that album, of course, are Too Beautiful to Last, with the B-side 100 Times a Day. Again, another great song that never made an album. And this was written by Laurie Holloway and Mike Greenfield, or excuse me, not Mike Greenfield. Let me double check this. Oh, this is terrible. Of course, you blank out. Michael Green, I'm sorry, the late Michael Green, he passed away last year. And Laurie, of course, was Engelbert's conductor for quite a while in the early 70s. And this is a beautiful single. The second single is the title track, In Time, backed with another non-LP song, How Does It Feel? The third single is the song I Never Said Goodbye, backed with Time After Time. Now both these songs appear on the album. His next album, of course, is King of Hearts, and again this one only produced 1 single, and that single being I'm Leaving You, backed with My Summer Song. Both of these songs appear on the album. His last studio album for PARROT Records is My Love, the Paul McCartney composition. And this album includes 2 singles. And of course they are Free as the Wind, which is the theme song from the Steve McQueen, Dustin Hoffman movie, Papillon, backed with My Friend the Wind, which I have posted, which is an obscure song but beautifully done by Eng. And that's also on my channel. And the second single is Catch Me I'm Falling, backed with I'm getting mixed up here. Yeah, there we are. Catch Me I'm Falling, backed with Love, Oh Precious Love, which was written by Gilbert O'Sullivan. Now here's where I got messed up. I forgot there's another single that was released at that time before this album came out. This single, A or B side, never appeared on an album. The A being Love Is All, and the B being Lady of the Night, which I have also posted, written by Paul Anka. Now his last 2 singles for PARROT were Forever and Ever, backed with Precious Love, both non-LP, and of course This Is What You Mean to Me, and World Without Music. Now both these songs, even though they're on PARROT here, do appear on his first Epic album, After the Lovin'. But this is his last PARROT single. And then, of course, his Parrot years close out with his greatest hits album, which includes all the biggies, but could have fit some more on there. They left some of his great ones off. I never understood, I guess they're fan favorites, but Cuando Cuando and Spanish Eyes were never singles. And why they were included on here is anybody's guess, because Sweetheart, Another Time, Another Place, My Marie especially, could have been included on here, but of course they didn't. So actually there's 8 singles on here, and then the 2 extras, Cuando and Spanish Eyes, which are great songs, but they're not singles. And why they did it this way, it's again anybody's guess. Well, anyway, gang, that's the Parrot collection. And I will, I don't want to take too long on this video, but I will post the epic stuff soon and go on with the rest of the collection. I hope you enjoyed it so far. Take care.